Welcome back to Whatever Garage, and another episode of me trying to start this monster. Oh, the parts we've been waiting on are now here, so let's get started. Now, with the intro out of the way, I got the new kit in. All I needed was this, right there. The needle and seats were not stuck. I'm going to clean these up with some that 000 Brillo stuff. I forgot where I put it. It's around here somewhere. The floats needed adjusting. They did. I adjusted them, measured them too. So they are good. The plunger was brand new. There's nothing wrong with it. All right, so the only thing we got left to do is get out my super scraper, clean up the surfaces, put it back together. And then we will check the mixture screws, make sure I don't have them jacked out too far or whatnot. Oh, I know the other thing. I need to show y'all inside real quick. This was also part of the problem. There's a bunch of crap in the bottom. And I cleaned this. So this stuff must have come through the pipes because I cleaned the gas tank, although it was a couple years ago, but it's been sealed up. And then I never cleaned the lines out. So that is my mistake, and that's a big mistake. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the rebuild kit. You go to your local auto parts store and the rebuild kit is anywhere from $45 to $55. Now, I don't want to waste my retirement money on frivolous stuff. Well, my wife would think it's frivolous. I don't. But I went on Amazon and the exact same kit with the exact same amount of stuff was $17. Okay? Remember that. Amazon is not always the bad person. Now, granted, it may come from China, but so does this crap. Okay? Anywho, we won't get on that tangent. So now what we're going to do, I say we like you're going to help me. I wish you would help me. Come on. But I am going to use my super scraper. I'm going to clean up the gasket surface, and then we're going to put it back together. I'll bring you back when I do. All right, I do have to correct myself and apologize. It clearly says USA. My bad. All right, I have cleaned off the gaskets. Now, what did I just do? Oh, they're over here. Excuse me. Trying to clean up after myself a little bit. This place is getting to be a little bit of a mess. Cleaned off the gaskets, did my best to try and knock anything in there, but you know how that is. So now I am trying to get all of the gas out of it, which most of it evaporated. So now what we're left with is the dirty, greasy, grimy crap that was in the bottom that hopefully was part of our problem. I say hopefully because once we get it out, hopefully that solved our issues. Now the only other issue is I gotta blow all this stuff out before I put it back together, because I do not wish to have to go through this again. Oh, there's a little puddle down there, my bad. Car's jacked up in the air. Normally your Corvettes, you'd be laying on top of this thing. She's been up on jack stands for, I don't even want to know. It's in the years mark. All right, see that's gasket material that I knocked in. I'm gonna get every little bit. Oh, and those are the jets right there. I definitely need to clean those out. Get a screwdriver and see if I can't take them out without messing them up. I didn't think about that earlier. Like I said, I rebuilt this thing, but it was quite a while ago. I went back and looked at the videos, with some of my first videos. But I don't think I really showed much. Try and do this the best I can so we can avoid having to go back in here again, which is what I said the first time I rebuilt this. So there's no sense in blowing this out yet until I take, the, whatever the hell I just called them out. Since they have puddles in them, I would assume the jets, thank you. So I can take the jets out. So I would assume, since they do have puddles in them, this stuff is condensed. Now this is the one I tried to start with and it is mangled, so I can't use that one. This one, too small of a head. Hold on. We're gonna try a little close up here, see if y'all can see better. Y'all let me know what you prefer. Do you like the close-ups like this? Do you want to see the work? Or you just want to see it when I'm done? Oh, that came out good. See how you look, darling? Well, that's a straight through shot. So she's not clogged up. At least not on this part. Now the fun part. How to get it back in there. All right, she's back in there tight. Let's run to the other side. I gotta make sure I don't. There we go. Not. This jet's the same way. See-through. And you know, some of you guys have been really good about commenting lately. I mean, come on, talk to me. Share your thoughts. Tell me what the problems are with your Corvettes. There's one gentleman, I forgot his name, who had many Corvettes. I think you would have a lot of experience telling us what's wrong with these things. Come on, talk to me. All right, excuse me while I lay across my car. Ugh, that'd been funny if I fell, huh, guys? And gals. There's actually a couple gals on this channel, guys. Can you believe it? Now, there ain't it. Two of them are my wife and daughter. I don't know who the other one is, because I think with the percentage rate, it makes it like 3 or 4. Oh no, my cousin. My cousin in the UK. Cousin through my wife. Cousin-in-law. So, I don't know if she watches, but she subscribed. Hey, if you're watching, say hi. You know, if my mom was still alive, I bet you she would watch. She'd probably enjoy seeing me do this kind of stuff because I did not have these abilities when I was a youngster. I do believe that would have come in so handy so many years ago. I'm just looking at that. That valve cover is all gouged up. My paint job's ruined. Somebody said this was Pontiac blue. If it is, it wasn't intentional. I did it because it was a cool looking color. They called it titanium blue. But if it's a Pontiac color, I guess I don't want to use it on all my Corvettes, huh? Can you imagine if Pontiac made a version of this? You know how GM, everybody's got like the same kind of car, they just change the grills. Wonder what Pontiac's version would look like. All right, I think the only thing left to do is get the air hose. Oh crap, I can't get in there. And that looks yucky. And that's a professional term. All right. Get the old sprayer out. Knew that was gonna happen. Gasoline to the face. Yummy. And that came out of that jet pocket over there. And some of this, I'm just trying to get the dust in the area, or the dirt in the area where I can sweep it up. You know what's funny with these videos? You know, you need to narrate everything you do just about to inform people. Oh shit, that's not gonna work. Will this part come out? Blade bigger than that one, but skinnier shaft. Well, looks like we're just gonna have to say, oh well, because I don't want to ruin that thing getting it out, and we already scraped the tip of it off. So, we already sprayed everything we need to spray. I believe so. All right, let's put this back together. All right, I am not here to give you a tutorial on how to rebuild a carburetor. I'm the last person to do that. I didn't spray this up. As I was saying, I'm not going to give you a tutorial on how to put these together or how to rebuild a carburetor because I'm the last person in the world to teach. But what I will tell you is one of the little oddball things I came across is this gasket. And the whole reason it ripped coming off is because it has to go underneath the floats, okay? If I could find the diagram, I would show you. Granted, it's got to go that way. But if you see how that is, so what we need to do is undo the floats, put this on, then put the floats back on. If I'm thinking correctly. Yes, that is it. Because it's going to lay down here, but you can't get through there with these on. So, if you ever do rebuild one, find a channel of somebody who knows how to rebuild them, but then remember what I told you. That's just one little thing I figured out. And voila, you just take out one pin. Nothing else holding that pin in either. Isn't that something? I would have thought there'd been like a miniature cotter pin. What was that? Oh, it's my dog. I figured there would have been a miniature cotter pin or something, but no. Now, we'll take out the needle. She's brand new. It looks beautiful. Nothing down there. Nice and clean. This is the needle and seat, right? Or is this the needle? Told you, I don't know everything. I don't even know a quarter of the amount of what I probably should know on this. These are all the tuning specs for different models and all that crap. You know, something I will never, ever read. I do know that one filter thing or screen we need to fix because it's crushed. And what does it call that? 27. I like how it says number 27 and then it ends on 26. There's nothing else. Oh, there's needle and seat. How about that? I was right and didn't know it. I should be more confident myself, shouldn't I? Okay. Enough of me blathering on. Sure, this goes through there. And voila. There you go. Now put your floats back on and then we will remeasure the floats to make sure they still retain their distance like they're supposed to. Hey, do me a favor. If you guys do comment, let me know where you're from. I'm curious, because I live in South Carolina, in case you couldn't tell by some of my southern accents. But I'd love to know where y'all guys are from. And yes, y'all guys. Ooh, that's bad. We say y'all here, not y'all guys. There's even some from Canada. I'd like to know where in Canada some of these guys are from. Or if you're a girl. And the other thing, you want a clean environment. I am not in a very clean environment here. When you're putting stuff back together, you should be more careful. But I'm trying to get this car so it will run, so I can back it out of here and pull it into the shop. So then I will have both my Corvettes side by side to work on until my wife is ready to work on her truck. When she's ready to work on her truck, we will kick out the 81 Corvette and park her here and then move my wife's truck in. Because my wife's truck, we are going to disassemble down to the frame. And I hope y'all are excited about that. Because it's going to be a main focal point on the channel coming up real soon. All right, now before we put this back, I want to look at that little booger. And the problem being, it's under here. So we got to take this back out. I was too busy talking to you guys. So you take out the needle. Place her over here. Get you a decent screwdriver. It's got to be big enough because this brass stuff will tear open in a heartbeat. I don't think I've got a wide enough blade. Give me a second here. All right, this is the only screwdriver I have that's any bigger. And I think this came out of my dad's toolkit many, many years ago. I could be wrong. But my dad doesn't watch this, so he won't know. It's okay. Plus, he's 81. He'll forget tomorrow if he does know. That's just a joke, guys. There we go. We got it. Booyah. Now we've got to fix that screen. I don't know how it got so butchered. I really don't. Not to mention it won't come out now. Where's that small screwdriver? Over there. It's windy today. Oh, I don't know if y'all remember, I told you there was a storm last night. In the video I posted last night, we got a lot of rain, a little thunder, but it wasn't nearly as, oh my God, no, I just poked it through. Let me think for a second. All right, never mind. We're safe. I think. Yeah, we're safe. It wasn't nearly as bad as they were anticipating. I mean, they canceled school the other day because of heavy winds. We had heavy winds. And then they canceled school because of the amount of rain we were supposed to get. Rain? Really? When I was in Germany, we went to school in 12 inches of snow. Now everybody's going to say, oh, it's the infrastructure, we're not ready for it. Well, then get ready for it. I mean, that's just pretty piss poor. Not to mention, school was a half day yesterday, and we did not get rain until 4 o'clock. It started sprinkling. School would have been over. That's what they get for trusting weathermen. All right, hold on a second. Here's the little screen. We'll do a screenshot. Zoom in. It was flat, so I puffed it back out. I used an Allen wrench, small Allen wrench, and just sort of made my way in there until it puffed back out. And then we blew it out to make sure there was no debris in it. And by blowing it out, I went, no debris, it's clean. Now what we do is we put it back, and it fits in the tip of this. Just sits in there. And then we're going to put the tip of this right back in here. And the problem was originally, I did not have the little fancy solid fuel line on there. I had like a little barb, and I think the barb went in too far and crushed it. You know, when I rebuilt the carburetor, I saved the old gasket because it was actually intact, but I didn't find it until after I ordered this set. So you know what? You can always have extras, because I think eventually I want to get another carburetor for this one, like the one that's on the Corvette. Yeah, this is a Corvette. Like the one that's on the 81 Corvette. I think I want to get a carburetor like that. It's a little easier to tune. I mean, if I can do it, then it's really easy. This one, I haven't read up enough on to figure it out. But the other one, I know how to do the vacuum test and all that sort of stuff on it to get her so she's not running as rich. Which I need to get back on that again because she's still running a little rich. Not much, but she's definitely better than she used to be. You'd start it up in here and your eyes would start watering. You remember that? If y'all have watched any of my other videos consistently, then you'd probably know that. I know most people jump around. Oh, and let's get back on the topic of narrating. I've noticed, well, you've got to narrate, let people know what's going on so you can interact. They can see what's going on. You just don't want dead silence while you're working, even though that does happen sometimes. All right, this is the front. But I found that I've done so much narrating that when I'm not filming, I'm still narrating like y'all are here. Isn't that funny? We were going to go back and test this real quick, weren't we? You in the back. Thanks for reminding me. There we go. We don't use communist measurements. Oh, I was on it. It's supposed to be at 7/16. We're on it. You're on the money. All right, and then set a maximum of 1 inch fall. That's a little too far. This side needs to come up. What about this side? This side is on the money. This is, that's if it's full. That's the shut off. This is to start filling. Full, fill, full, fill. Okay, so full, fill. Yes, we definitely want it to fill sooner than that, so she needs to be adjusted a hair. And to do that, I think I have to lift up on this. Am I correct? No, if it hits it sooner, I have to push down on this one. Still not enough. And when I push down, it has this little tab right here. See if I can zoom in on it. And you have to bend that tab down or up, depending on what your measurement is. Mine, we need to go down to make it respond sooner. Oh, I see. It's at a point where it doesn't want to bend. It bounces right back. See if that did it. That did it. Okay, we're good. We are good. Gaskets on. We're ready. The plunger, she's not dead on. Come on. Come on, little feller. Can't really tell where you are. Don't want to force it. There is a gap. What's causing the gap? I'll try and give you guys a close-up of this. That is not. That is incorrect. That was the problem. Didn't have them in the right hole. Boy, they hate it when you hit the wrong hole too. Some of them do. Let's put her back together. Success. By the time I do this, it's gonna be 15, 20 minutes of me just doing this. Y'all gonna be pissed if I do a video of just me assembling this, won't you? I wanna start this thing. I mean, we still got that cam we gotta break in. And the more you try to start it, the more you're wearing the cam. So, not cool. I have an idea as to what happened with the ignition. And I think this wiring harness is not connecting correctly. Because I'm not getting any power inside of the damn fuse box. So, if we don't have key to start this, I'm gonna have to take apart the wiring harness out here and try and see how if I can get it to refit. Okay? I don't know if y'all have ever done that before, but I hate wiring. It just sucks. Plain and simple. Hey, if any of y'all know where to get a condenser, compressor, the thing that goes here for your air conditioning, let me know. I need to find one for this car because it didn't come with one. Not to mention I need the brackets too, because this is South Carolina and you need air conditioning. The other car has it in there, but obviously I don't know if it works because, you know, electrical issues. That's the other thing I got to work on next is in the other one, I want to try and get the fan to work because right now the fan motor is on, but it doesn't go high or low or anything, so it's obviously going to be a switch issue. See, what was the other thing? Oh, I want to drop the gas tank so we can replace the sending unit. And while we're there, I want to grab that build sheet. I don't know if you remember in the other video, I could see the build sheet from underneath the car on top of the gas tank. And I tried to grab it and it just disintegrated in my fingers. So, I want to drop the gas tank and try and save that thing. I think that's cool as hell. Let's seat these all evenly. Let's make sure we got all the screws first. Yeah, that's all that I see here. That doesn't mean anything. You know, my poor shop jacket is getting ruined. You ever notice on some of those big channels, they wear nice clothes when they work on cars? Who the hell does that? I wear my rattiest stuff, and it's actually really comfortable. I got a pair of khakis. They're like shredded at the bottoms, and they're pants. And my wife has patched them several times. Matter of fact, she just patched them a couple days ago, one more time. And she told me there's probably no more life left in them. But they are so comfortable. But I don't want to wear my nice clothes and get them ruined. Now, I am thinking about having t-shirts made for whatever garage. Not to sell yet. I don't have enough people to sell shit. But for me to wear. And I'll wear them out here. So yes, I will be ruining some nice shirts. But at least I'll be promoting my garage. I don't want to say my business because this is not a business. I don't make any money at it and I never will. I do this for fun. Now, granted, it pisses me off sometimes. But I enjoy working with my hands, building stuff. I don't know about y'all. That's why, like the generator yesterday, just getting it running made me feel so much better. Because one, I fixed something. So it's that whole accomplishment thing, like, oh, I fixed something, yes. All right, now, I don't know what the specs are for torquing these down. Just so they're snugging. Snug-a-duggin'. And I'm gonna do a star pattern, just like you would an intake. All right, that's all of them. And I have a spacer. Should I put the 1-inch spacer on here or on the other one? I think this one's gonna be more performance-wise. You know, that doesn't matter. Let's just get her running right now, and then we'll worry about that later. All right, let's put our little rod in there. Cleaned it off with the Brillo pad. Look how much smoother that goes in. Just slides. And I knew she went right here. Now the hard part, we gotta put that screw in. And I say it's the hard part because it's right over the intake. This, and, oh, it's in my hand. This connect together. All right, this screw goes right there. And now the fun part, trying to figure out how to hook this stuff back up again, because I think I just made a mistake. I did. This is supposed to be there. Dee dee dee. I gotta take that rod back out, so I gotta undo this and undo that. Well, bummer. All right, I'll bring you back when I'm done. Okay, took it apart, put it back together correctly. See? All good. Now we have to connect the plunger. And I'm hoping I didn't make a mistake by not connecting this beforehand. Ah, finger, got it. Now what would be real funny is if I forgot something. Where every time I hear that wind outside, it sounds like somebody's driving up my driveway. Thinking the wife and daughter are home. But no, should be getting close. Well, it's after lunch. I came out here late today. All right. All right, hook our springs back up. All right, guys. Short of me torquing down the screws, I think that's everything that I took apart. Vacuum lines hooked up, vacuum plugs are hooked up, fuel lines hooked up. Are y'all still on? Oh, y'all are just really quiet. Let's just see one thing. Just curious. Where are the keys? In the ignition? Nope. Where are the keys? Right here. Is she still gonna play stubborn with us? Well, let's see. Oh no, I unplugged her. She's unplugged, we'll do it later. All right, even though it's been a few seconds for y'all, it's been about 8 days for me. I'm back on it. We had a few issues I had to fix. Replaced the carburetor gasket, cleaned out the carburetor, checked everything, put it back together. I think it works. We'll find out. Rechecked the timing. It looked like I was 180 out. So I redid that, restabbed it, rewired. Everything is back where it's supposed to be. We still had the issue of the key does not work from the key up here, so I'm gonna have to jump it from the battery. Battery was dead this morning, so it's been charging all day. It's now the afternoon, so I had to finish up a bunch of little crap first. Took back apart the harness, or took it off from where it goes into the back of the fuse box, restabbed it, tightened it back down. Who knows? It looks like it's attached right. I mean, we got lights on the dash that now actually turn off and on with the light switch. So that's progress right there. So yeah, bear with me. Let's get ready to jump start her. I almost screwed up again because I just tried cranking it over and it wouldn't start, just to realize I didn't have the key turned forward. All right, let's try this again. All it's done is roll over a couple of times. It has not started, but I don't like the color of that fuel. Same thing. I think the carb's flooding. Yeah, look at it, it's flooding. All right. Still flooding. Oh, we shouldn't have any choke either. She needs choke. All right, let's see what happens. Hopefully that shit doesn't get too bad. All right, remember the key. And let's start her up. I'm gonna need someone's help. I need a hand on this. All right, my assistant has arrived.
Hello.
All right, go ahead and give me full throttle. You got it? You're not gonna fall, are you?
There you go. Sure, I can help it.
Nope. It's not gonna fire. I don't know what the hell's wrong now. Wait a minute. Did I have the key on? You're a idiot. I don't think I had the key on. One more time. Got full throttle?
That scared me.
Oh, it's a backfire.
Oh.
One, the battery's dying, and two, sounds like timing's off. So, you're done. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Complete failure.
Sorry about the F-bomb.
No, no biggie. I drop them all the time. And we're charging again. And now everything reeks of fuel. All right, guys, I hate to do this, but I don't have to admit defeat. I don't like that carburetor anyway. I think I'd rather have a Holly. So I'm gonna look into getting a Holly. In the meantime, the car will charge. I don't have enough time to get this done tonight before it's time to give y'all, send y'all a video. So unfortunately, you will get another defeated video, and I have to come back to this later when I get another carburetor. I've got one hanging on the wall up there, but it's gonna have to be rebuilt, and God knows what it's missing. So we'll have to figure that out. But I'm sorry to say, I'm done. So this has been Whatever Garage, out.